Volkswagen.
Good morning. Hi, Ashish. How are you doing? We've been waiting for this for such a long time, haven't we?
Been Lisa.
Hello, everyone. A very good morning to everyone tuning in. I'm Lisa, and you're watching In Conversation with the brand director, an exclusive Q&A session on the new Volkswagen Taigun, just for the Taigun Squad. And I have with me Mr. Ashish Gupta, who is, of course, Volkswagen India's brand director. And who better to answer all the questions from the squad than you, Ashish?
Lisa, thanks for that wonderful introduction. Welcome everyone on behalf of the entire Volkswagen team to all of you. It's really a pleasure to be interacting with you on the show. As you can see, we are hosting this show from home today. We are taking all the necessary precautions with corona cases on the rise again, especially in Mumbai. So we are making sure that we are safe, and I hope all of you are also keeping safe and healthy at your own places. We are truly overwhelmed, Lisa, with the amount of questions and the amount of interest the Taigun has generated among our customers, and especially the Taigun Squad. And I'm really, really looking forward to interacting with each and every member of the Taigun Squad today.
It is indeed spectacular to see such strong interest. We've been overwhelmed by the number of questions we've received. So thank you to everyone tuning in for being so enthusiastic about this. We're super excited, right, Ashish?
And you know, this excitement, I can tell you, is also available internally within our team. It's such a great build up, and it's such an exciting time for all of us here at Volkswagen. And everybody in my team here is charged up. We are really looking forward to launching this bold, dynamic, and of course German engineered SUV.
Yes, and guess what? Everyone on the call, you're the first ones to get the details straight from the brand director himself. So I hope that you're all charged up as well. And on that note, let's get started, shall we?
Absolutely, we want to cover as many questions as possible to satisfy the curiosity of our Taigun Squad members. We have received, as I said before, a tremendous amount of questions and curiosity, and we will be endeavoring to answer the most frequently asked ones today. We will try to make sure that we pick as many questions as possible, and of course, at the end, we will also pick up some live questions from the comment section. And that's not the end, Lisa. We will also have a bit of a surprise at the end of the show today for our Taigun Squad members.
Yes, so everybody must stay tuned through the whole thing. And on that note, let's begin. Just a little bit of info before we dive into the questions. We've shortened some of them just so that we have more time to answer them in their entirety. And so let's start. Our first question for today is one that I'm sure thousands of people out there have tried asking, but I'm going to echo the words of one of the Taigun Squad members, Subi George from Bengaluru. And he asks, the wait is excruciating. Could you let us know when the Taigun is launching and by when we can see it in flesh and blood?
It had to be this one, and that too from Bangalore. So, Subi, thank you for for asking that question. Bangalore is absolutely my favorite place, and to be honest, I'm really happy to answer this question. That yes, the car will be coming to you soon. And what do I mean by soon? It right at the start of the festive season. Yeah, festivals I think are an integral part of our life in India, and that's where we begin something new. So we definitely feel that that is the right time to bring a car like the Taigun to you and have you driving something which you can be proud of.
We're certainly going to have lots of reasons to celebrate this festive season. The next question I have here is from Kuldeep Parihar from Pune, and it's about what the engine options for the Taigun are going to be. Now, I'm aware of the TSI engines that Volkswagen is well known for. Is that what we're going to be seeing in the Taigun?
Oh, I'm amazed, Lisa, that you know about TSI. Yes, TSIs are globally acclaimed engine technology. TSI stands for turbocharged stratified injection. A lot of technical jargon, but what it means is a perfect balance of power and efficiency, which is so difficult to get. And that's something which the Volkswagen cars are built with. The heart of the vehicles, in fact, is the engine, and all of our cars in India currently come with the TSI technology inbuilt. And so, yes, the Taigun is also going to have this globally leading technology built into it with the 1.0 liter and the 1.5 liter engines. These engines, as I said before, are class leading and bring the burst of power and efficiency, which is in fact a rare thing in engine technology. So it's something we at Volkswagen are really proud of.
Yes, indeed. I drive a petrol car myself, actually, and I can say for sure that it's a rare combination that you've pointed out there.
To a Volkswagen, I guess, Lisa.
I think so. I think so. All right. So we have Nishant Singh from Navi Mumbai, who is wondering what are the steps being taken by Volkswagen to make the ownership of the Taigun cost competitive?
Yes, I'm happy that Nishant asked this question. This is a question which I get asked often and is on the top of mind for many of our customers. Definitely, we needed to work on this, and that's a feedback we have taken very seriously. I think this topic deserves a little bit of a long answer. Cost of ownership is something which we have tried to address as a bigger project. Uh, in terms of making our service accessible. When I say making service accessible, what does it mean? It covers three or four aspects. The first aspect, I think, is reach. Is our network available close to our customers, to where our customers are, so that you can, actually easily reach out to a service station, get your vehicle serviced. If unfortunately it breaks down, you can have it quickly repaired. So that's the first thing that we have tried to address. We have already covered almost 85% of the geographic reach in India. And as we speak, we continue to expand it with various initiatives like the mobile service unit and the Volkswagen assistance cars, which can be at your doorstep just at a call. So that's one aspect that we have tried to address to make our accessible and our service and our brand more accessible by increasing the reach of our service. The second aspect of making service accessible is the cost aspect of it, and I think here is where we have made the biggest strides. The first was, right at the beginning of 2019, we announced a rationalization or optimization in our parts prices, which we have continued into January 2021 as well, with a further optimization of parts prices to the tune of 3 to 13%, and the biggest optimization, in fact, in terms of maintenance parts. We have also brought down the prices of our engine oil for petrol cars by almost 30%. These two factors, combined with our industry leading 4-year extended warranty or 4-year warranty on the vehicles, plus 4-year roadside assistance, actually combined bring down the cost of ownership to the tune of 20 to 25% over the lifetime or the ownership cycle of a customer. So that these are hard factual things that we have done, which the customers can experience themselves when they buy the Taigun as well. The next aspect of improving accessibility is actually localization. So that's I think which has been inbuilt into the India 2.0 and the Taigun design itself, where we have improved the localization of our vehicle to almost 95%, which normally and which will automatically bring down the cost of parts available. The second part of making this our design and our technology more accessible is also availability of child parts across our components. Child parts basically mean that instead of changing a full assembly, you actually only change the smaller parts, which brings down the cost of repair. So these are factual changes that we have done. The third aspect, and the most important, I guess, is to make information about our service and the brand accessible to customers. Here, we have taken a very important step in actually going live with the service cost calculator on our website, through which the customers can immediately see what my service is going to cost. The whole idea is to make service information more available and more accessible to our customers. So, a slightly long answer to a very simple question, but I guess it's an important aspect which many customers have given feedback to us on, and I would really like to assure everybody that we have taken a very holistic approach to make our service more and more accessible to all our customers.
That's fantastic to hear, and I'm sure many people will benefit from knowing all of this. So, thanks for sharing that in so much detail. Up next, we have a question from Aditya Shah from Mumbai, and he asks, considering Taigun is the next big launch, how is Volkswagen adapting to the changing consumer journey?
Yep. So again, I sincerely believe that when you buy a product, especially a high value product, you're not actually buying a product. You're also looking at the experience surrounding it, especially what kind of a brand I'm buying. Yeah. And you would totally differentiate or go for a brand which actually offers you the most. So that's something which we have tried to address through a program what we call internally as Sarvottam 2.0. Now, Sarvottam 2.0 again is a combination of various initiatives. The first initiative is to make the brand more and more contemporary and vibrant. So when you see our digital touch points, when you go to our showrooms, you will immediately see the visual cues of how the brand has transformed to be more vibrant and contemporary and more up to the times. The second aspect, and I think that's where the crux of Sarvottam 2.0 is, in making our brand more accessible, as I said before, by making available a seamless and contactless digital experience to our customers. As we know, all of us know, the customer's journey is increasingly becoming digital, especially accelerated after the pandemic last year. Yeah, so right from looking for a car to actually putting in an inquiry to booking a car to actually taking a service appointment online, most of the transactions and most of the customers' experience has shifted to the digital space. So, keeping this in mind, we are also transforming our brand to be a completely digitally available brand. The Sarvottam 2.0 program is a combination of close to 45 different initiatives which bring together this philosophy of digitalization. So you can actually go to our website today, look at the car which you want to buy, see its availability across your city, across our dealer network, book it online, make the complete payment and the whole process online. Uh, Even for service, when you want to go for service, you can book an appointment online. You can see the service cost online. So everything is available digitally for a seamless experience. And the third part, of course, and I believe which is the most important, is actually the people. Although the world has gone digital, I still believe for most of the customers, buying a car is a very emotional experience. And that emotion comes from actually touching and feeling the car and interacting with our people at our showrooms and our service stations. So that's where, again, we are going through a massive transformation exercise through the Sarvotam 2.0 program, where we are making a change in how our people look and feel, how they interact with customers, what kind of information are they able to make available to customers. So it's a very, very holistic experience to make the brand accessible and to make the whole experience as the differentiating factor, along with the wonderful product, the Taigun that we have.
Indeed, I personally just love the new look and feel, and I think it's just wonderful that you're putting in such an effort to make the whole journey of buying a car such a memorable one for the customer. Because, as you said, it is an emotional decision, it's a milestone in people's lives. But I will now move to a simpler question, and I'm going to challenge you to see if you can answer it in 10 seconds, Ashish.
Wow! After my two long answers, I'm not sure how I'll meet up to that challenge, but let's try.
I'm sure you're going to be able to do it. It's a simple question. So, this one comes from Paresh Shah, and he asks, what is the length of the vehicle and how many seaters is the Taigun?
Okay, so Paresh, the Taigun stands at 4.2 meters length, and it is a five-seater, a very comfortable five-seater. And also, I would also like to maybe share with you that this car also comes with the longest wheelbase in the segment. So what does that longer wheelbase mean? It means a lot of more interior space, lot of leg room for you. Yeah, a very, very comfortable interior is what I would like to maybe tell Paresh.
Well done. I think that was maybe just a little over 10 seconds, but we're going to give it to
Oh
you. Well
yeah.
done. All right. So we have Naveen Konuku from Kakinada who asks, how different is the new indigenized platform in comparison with its parent platform? I believe he's referring to the MQB platform here. Will the Indianization make it different in any way?
Okay, so I think this is a very, very relevant question from Naveen, and I think he knows a lot about Volkswagen to be actually asking a question about the MQB platform. So yes, the MQB platform is our globally acclaimed platform and the base for most of the cars of the group worldwide right now. And very, very proud to say that this is the same platform that underpins our India 2.0 products and also the Taigun in India. What we have done is that we have taken the MQB A0 platform from global platform and customized it to be more flexible with what we call the MQB A0 IN platform. What does that mean for us? What it means is that this platform is now much more flexible, and you can build a lot of new body styles on it, and you can also customize it to the requirements of the Indian market. Yeah. So what we have made actually is a car or a platform which makes itself amenable to various modifications required for the Indian conditions. But having said that, the MQB platform and the MQB A0 Iron platform stays very true to the fundamental DNAs of Volkswagen, which is safety, quality, and fun to drive. You will get the same DNA built into every Volkswagen, and the Taigun stays true to that as well. It comes loaded with all the safety features that you expect from a Volkswagen.
Super. Well, can I just say it's been an incredible session so far. I'm loving the questions that have been selected, and it's wonderful to see you answer all these queries in such an energetic and sincere and informative manner. I can just tell how passionate you are about all things Volkswagen, Ashish.
Yes, I am, and I can tell you, Lisa, that this energy comes to me from the enthusiastic customers that we have. All the members of the Taigun Squad who come to us with so much energy and enthusiasm, and that's something which feeds into me and my team as well to be able to bring that kind of stay true to those expectations and deliver on the enthusiasm that our customers have shown in us.
Yeah, it's really been heartwarming to see just how much interest there is and how many questions we received. So, to everyone tuning in, thank you. Your excitement really drives us. Now, quickly moving to another question that's come in from Vishnu Kumar from Bangalore. He wished to know about the safety and build quality of the Taigun with respect to Indian standards. So, are there any special measures being taken?
So, as I said before, every Volkswagen that we bring stays true to its fundamental DNA of safety, quality, and fun to drive. And the Taigun will stay true to this DNA and will bring all these measures inbuilt into the vehicle itself. Having said that, the Taigun will meet all the safety regulations in India and all the requirements that our customers expect for it. Rest assured, our product offerings will endorse the fundamental DNA of Volkswagen. Going into a little bit more detail, the Taigun will come equipped with up to six airbags, ESC, hill hold control. Yeah, so you name the works. All the safety features required for active or passive safety will be inbuilt as a fundamental DNA of Volkswagen into the Taigun.
Super. Thanks for sharing that. We're uncovering so many great aspects of this car through this conversation. And now it's time for a question from Vijay Dangre from Pune. He wants to hear from you, which SUVs is the Taigun going to be competing with in the market?
Okay, now that's a question which is a little bit loaded. I think customers these days are very much aware, and I'm sure Vijay is also aware the products that we will be competing with. To answer that more in a more straightforward manner, the Taigun is placed in the mid-size SUV segment. Yeah, and it's going to be a very strongly differentiated product to actually compete in that segment. Having said that, I think what's important for us as Volkswagen is to stay true to our strengths. Yeah? Make sure that we bring a product to the segment which is differentiated, which is known for its strengths itself, and look at expanding the segment. Having said that, I'm sure customers from any segment, whether it is from hatchback, from sedan, or from SUVs, would love driving the car and like to own one.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, even in a market cluttered with SUVs, I think if there's anyone who can shake things up, it's going to be you and Volkswagen.
Surely there's a reason we at Volkswagen call SUVs as SUVWs, because we do believe that they are a step above the competition for the customers, and they do offer the advantage of the finesse of German engineering among all other competition.
Indeed. Now, on a somewhat related note, we have Arvind Menon from Mumbai, who has a question that's actually really well put. He says, Indian auto market is buzzing with a lot of SUVs, with each fighting for their share of space. How will Taigun break this market clutter to establish itself and the Volkswagen SUV brand imagery, which is primarily built for its performance-driven Polo and comfortable Vento?
So Arvind, there are a lot of differentiating factors in the design itself. I think the story started almost 3.5 4 years back, when we actually went back to our customers and took feedback on what would they like in terms of their design preferences from an SUV from Volkswagen. So we held numerous customer focus groups and customer workshops and took that feedback on board while going to the design stages of this vehicle. So it'll be a very, very differentiated and strong, bold looking SUV. And if you look at the front, and I'm sure you would have seen the pictures, which is part of which is also on the screen, it has that bold SUV stance, and to differentiate it, a very, very vibrant front with a lot of chrome at the front. This is something which our customers love in India, because we are, after all, a very vibrant and colorful country, and it gives that very strong road presence to the car. If you move on the side, with the black claddings and the clean lines, it has that quintessential Volkswagen design. And if you go to the back, the one of the biggest differentiating factors is the continuous LED tail lamps. Yeah, these give a very, very distinctive design and presence to the car on the roads. And if you remember that famous dialogue of Shah Rukh Khan, when this car is on the road, I'm sure there will be a lot of people who will be going palat. Yeah, so I really invite you to be in this car and get those looks back whenever you're driving on the road. Having said that, I think at the heart of the car itself, the 1.5 liter and the 1 liter TSI engines give it a distinct advantage in terms of power and efficiency, and the interior is loaded with all the features you can think of.
Super. I am just loving being the voice of the squad today, and you are answering even the more challenging questions with such ease, Ashish. How do you do it?
Yeah, that's something which you are passionate about, and it's always great to be having this kind of enthusiasm that keeps you ready to be able to give share that kind of information and enthusiasm with our fans.
Yes, thank you. So now we're actually headed towards our last few questions, one of which throws us back to the first glimpse that we really got of the Taigun at Auto Expo. Now, this comes from another gentleman from Pune, Mr. Jigar Panchal, who asks, what's the difference between the Auto Expo model and the final product going to be?
So, Jigar, the Auto Expo version that you saw and you so much admired and loved, we have stayed true to that version. Yeah, because what we brought to the Auto Expo, at least from the exterior design point of view, was almost a production ready prototype. So, for the production version and what will finally come to the showrooms will stay true mostly to that prototype that we showcased to you, and it will have the same bold SUV design and advanced technology that you so much admired and loved in the auto expo.
I think we've now covered a lot of the larger aspects about the Taigun, but some of the members of the squad have gone down to the nitty gritties of getting to know even the features. For example, I have Rahul R from Cochin who asks about the availability of a sunroof and a digital cockpit.
Okay, so yes, these I think I can tell you that these both these features will be available in the car. The car will come with an electric sunroof and an industry-leading, really fantastic digital cockpit. Uh, uh, you know, uh, the interior of the car is something which I'm really charged up about, really excited about, because it gives that high technology and really premium feel. So you have this digital cockpit available right behind the steering wheel, which will flow into a 10-inch infotainment system. So it gives a very futuristic and technology-laden image to the interior, and you will really love to sit behind the steering wheel in this car.
And what about wireless Android Auto and ventilated seats? This one comes from Abhinav Tirke from Lucknow.
I think connectivity goes without saying is one of the most important asks from a customer these days. And our cars will come with a host of connectivity features that include wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and also App Connect. Ventilated seats will also be available in certain trims, not to mention many more features you can look forward.
Well, this SUVW definitely seems like it's going to be one of the coolest ones on the block, much like the squad itself.
More with you, Lisa.
All right, so that actually brings us to the end of the questions received from the Taigun Squad in advance, but we've also got a lot through the live session. So I'm going to just try and quickly take a look and see if we can take a few questions from what came in this morning. So
Absolutely.
we have a couple of questions here. Let's start with Rahul Mahajan's question, who asks, what are the top three unique features we should look out for in the Taigun? Perhaps you've spoken of some of this already, so you can maybe answer it quickly.
Rahul, all I can say is that there are so many features available in this car that you will have to pick the top three when you see the car. But for me, if you ask me personally, I think first of all, and what is very close to my heart is the Volkswagen logo on the car. Yeah, it goes without saying. But personally, I really love the, the digital cockpit. I think that's a very differentiated and futuristic looking feature that you have in the car. The rear LED tail lamps for me are absolutely fantastic. And you know what I love the most is the top version, which we have branded the GT. So it does come with the GT elements inbuilt into the top version. With your features like the red calipers, red mood lighting inside the car. So that's absolutely something which I'm looking forward to owning and driving.
All right, I'm just going to ask one more question. We have Chinmay Kamlapur, who asks, what about the build quality for Make in India products?
So, Chinmay, I think I've already answered that. I think it's very very critical and important for us at Volkswagen to make sure that every car we bring into the market has the global Volkswagen DNA. Safety and build quality is fundamental to us, and we will never compromise on it. So that's something which you can rest assured on. You will have the same solid feeling when you get inside the car and drive it. You can be rest assured that it's a safe space for you internally and also from outside. So definitely build quality top notch. This is something which you can rest assured on, and I can give full confidence to you.
Super. Well, I hope that answers most of the questions that everyone watching may be having. And with that, it actually brings us to the end of the Q&A session. So thank you for everybody's questions so far. I hope, Ashish, that you've also covered everything you wanted to.
Yeah, I really hope that I've answered most of the questions. I'm sure that our Taigun Squad members and our fans have loads of more questions. We are always available on our online platforms, so you can send in your queries. We will make sure that we get back to you. But mostly for the Taigun Squad, I think it's been a fantastic session with all of you. Really, really, really energizes all of us here at Volkswagen as well to keep in touch with you and to keep you engaged with us.
Well, I've got to say that personally, I've been eyeing the Taigun as well, and I'm glad that this brought me so much closer to it.
Lisa, with the dress that you're wearing and with the color you're wearing, you're already very close to the Taigun. Yeah. So let me assure you that you will be the one of the first people to get a Taigun, and we'll make sure that you are seen in a Taigun very very soon.
Fingers crossed. But before we sign off, Ashish, we do have a surprise. Remember, we told the squad to stay here for the surprise at the end.
How could we forget that? Yeah? So the surprise for the Taigun Squad is a really exciting one. You guys have put up your hand, and I would like to thank you for actually engaging with the brand, making sure that you express your enthusiasm for the brand, and actually wanting to show your curiosity to know more about the car and also for the brand. So as a token of gratitude for all Taigun Squad members who book a Taigun and take delivery of it, we will be offering a special accessory kit as a token of gratitude from our side. But that's not the only surprise, Lisa. On the topic of bookings, the Taigun Squad will have the first mover advantage in booking a Taigun. We will be opening bookings for the Taigun Squad before we open it for everybody else. So that's something which I'm really looking forward to, making sure that our Taigun Squad who have been through us, who have been engaged with us, get that token of gratitude from our side. I'm really looking forward to carrying forward this relationship with our Taigun Squad.
Super. That's amazing. I hope I can be an honorary member of the Taigun Squad as of today. Thank you so much, Ashish. And thank you to everybody who tuned in and who sent in your questions and just for being so exuberant and enthusiastic about this launch. We are so excited and we're glad that you are as excited as we are. Ashish, any closing remarks from you?
No, I think at the end I would like to maybe just say thank you to everyone. This is one of the this is not the end, of course. We are available on all our online platforms, and looking forward to many more such sessions coming up to just engage with all of you, to connect with all of you, and most of all for me and my team to take that energy that all of you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you.
Bye.